momentum swings tonight, just where do you kind of point to for how the game kind of switched back and forth?
Yeah, I thought we kind of came out a little flat. Didn't come out the way we wanted to. Obviously got down 2, did a good job, tying it 2, and then, a power play goal kind of swings the momentum back in their favor. So, I mean, if you look at it after our flat start, I thought we battled hard and started to, crawl our way back into that game. But, it's tough when you go down early to chase it.
Yeah, and you guys have been able to come back a lot this season. You did it tonight as well once. Is there anything you point to in the first 9 games while you guys are falling behind so much early?
I don't know if I can point to one specific thing. I mean, obviously that's on us as players to come out ready to go from puck drop. We got to be ready at the start of the game, and that gives you a better opportunity to maybe grab a lead or keep it a tie game for a longer amount of time. So that's on us as players. We got to come out ready to go.
Why do you think they're able to get out in transition so much? It seems like they're able to generate a lot off the rush.
Yeah, I think that's just turnovers by us, or just not being in, good structure through the neutral zone or on our forecheck, and it allows their forwards to, have a lot of speed on our D, and when they're in that situation, it's tough for them to close plays and end plays, and they're a good team off the rush. So, we had to do a better job up front of getting in the way of them, slowing them down a little bit, and managing the puck probably a little better.
When you look at that, the momentum swings back and forth. Kind of how do you attribute that?
Yeah, obviously. They had a few there, and then we did a good job coming back here. And then obviously it was definitely a momentum game maybe. And yeah.
When you look at the odd man rushes you guys gave up tonight, what do you look at that and where do you kind of trace that back to?
I don't know. I mean, it's tough to say right off the hop right now. I would say obviously maybe just certain plays getting behind us, pucks getting behind us maybe. I don't know, just things like that. Obviously just generic things that kind of lead to those things, I would say. But I don't know right now. I don't know exactly, but we'll obviously watch the video and address certain things, that and other things obviously. And we're always looking to get better and improve. So just put that one behind us, and obviously 2 more games of road trip to take care of.
Obviously, you guys have been really good at coming back in games, and you did it again tonight. But when you fall behind, is there something you point to across the first 9 games that you're falling behind so much early?
I don't know. Nothing specific, I don't think. I don't know. I mean, obviously, we try not to put ourselves in that position as least as we can, obviously. We want to obviously be on the flip side of that more often than not, but sometimes that's just the way that it goes, and obviously that's our group. We just got to make sure we stick with it, which we have obviously throughout these games, and just continue for the full 60 minutes, make sure we make a push and see what happens.
Look at that one overall.
I mean, it's not a good game. I thought we kind of tiptoed into the first period. I thought for 40 minutes we didn't bring a lot of physicality to the game. We didn't finish our checks. I thought we turned off a lot. In the third, we started to get a little bit more physical and spend more time in the offensive zone. We're pushing there, and then we make a turnover at the blue line, and it just feeds our transition, ends up in the back of our net. We just got to be smarter there. But overall, it wasn't a clean game. I thought in the first period we weren't executing. Didn't allow ourselves to work, and then it got ourselves in trouble, and we started to chase the game. And when we got ourselves back in the game, we took penalties to let them back in the game.
The physicality, is that something that jumped out early on in that first
Yeah.
period?
It wasn't so much them. I just felt like we didn't respond when we could have. We had opportunities to play physical, and we just didn't.
As far as the odd man rushes, it seems like really fed their transition game. What could you guys do to prevent that?
Well, it was just better puck management. Again, perfect example is the goal that ended up in the fourth. We were able to get in the zone, and we just got to put it to the goal line. Let us work. Guys wanted to work at that point, and for whatever reason, we decided to try and make a cute play, and it ends up in the back of our net. We can't play that way.
You mentioned tiptoeing into the first. Is that something that you've seen at times this season?
No, not really. No, I think it was just, for me, it stood out here today, and I just think it had to be. For us, we weren't willing to work early, and we weren't willing to be physical. And when you're doing that, then you're usually chasing the game, and it's hard to get yourself into it.
That Holloway line, have you
I thought they were really good. You know, that was the one line. They seemed to compete and create a lot for us, and I thought they worked. They worked, and they put pucks in, and they stayed on pucks, and they created a lot of offense for us.